Talk about stress a little bit. What does that do to your body and your nutritional needs as well?
How long do we have? You know, stresses there aren't just emotional stresses. There's the physical and the chemical stresses that we deal with on a daily basis. Most people know and at least have heard of the stress hormone cortisol. So I like to stick with that. Cortisol comes from another related hormone called cortisone, and they kind of convert back and forth to each other. And cortisol, it dysregulates lots of different processes, either when it's too high or, in fact, when it's too low. And when it's too low, that's usually when we feel very depleted, when we feel like we can't catch up, we're always fatigued. So generally, most cancer patients are kind of fall into that category after treatment at least. But when it's high, it's the people that they're stressed. Maybe they're not fatigued, but they know that they're stressed. Maybe they're getting a little bit anxious. Things are maybe falling apart around them and they're trying to hold everything together. It sounds like just about everybody that I know in any office environment ever. What does it do to our body? We see literally dysregulation in our immune system, that thing that fights off not just viruses, which we think of, but also the cells that are replicating inappropriately. That immune system gets dysregulated because of high levels of cortisol. And it's not just cortisol, but the other factors that come along with it. The other thing is inflammation. We start seeing inflammation. Inflammation's got so much press, and that's great, but inflammation is tied to, I don't know, like 3 dozen different major diseases, things like heart disease and cancer, just to name probably the top 2, right? But also just things like stress, mood, depression, anxiety, the stuff that day-to-day happens. So stress in and of itself causes stress. So that's one thing to be thinking about. It's a feed-forward mechanism.